Okay. Yours truly, Dominic K, in here, RadioOnFire.com. Thank you for joining me, the Dominic K Show. Of course, streaming from our Baltimore studios, Radio on Fire HQ here in Baltimore. Of course, you've heard me talk about it. We will be launching a broadcast facility in Atlanta, Georgia. Very excited about that. Another milestone thing that I want to mention, Radio on Fire, we just celebrate, milestone after milestone after milestone. 341,000 viewers last month. So July 2018 was our biggest month yet. Very excited about that. So a lot of things coming from Radio on Fire. Of course, more talk, more news, more music. And before we go any further, today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Icon Entertainment's Back to School Festival featuring YFN Lucci live in concert. It all goes down Saturday, August the 25th, 4 to 9 p.m. at the William Myers Pavilion, 4300 West Bay Avenue here in Baltimore. Now, the Back to School Festival, we want to make sure that the kids are right. Free book bags, free haircuts, and free school supplies. Plus, as I said, live performances by YFN Lucci, Lil Key, Young Moose, Creek Boys, Starbucks, and more. Tickets available right now. DTLR, Starfaces, Stash House, Music City, Miss Carter's Kitchen. You can also check out my man Nut Scola. As I said, the Back to School Festival, all brought to you by Icon Entertainment. You can get more information at RadioOnFire.com or visit Facebook.com/RadioOnFire. Wow, feeling good. Of course, at the Dominic K Show at Radio on Fire. So I was in Atlanta over the weekend. As I said, getting together, Radio on Fire Studios, hashtag ROF Atlanta. And, because of social media, I was able to see it. I didn't feel like I missed it, which was the AFRAM this year. Now, they said that there was some rain. There was no rain in Atlanta, by the way. But here in Baltimore, some rain. That did not stop people from checking out Baltimore's own Drew Hill performing, ironically, in Drew Hill Park. So what I did not realize about this is that this is the first time that, over the weekend was the first time that Drew Hill actually performed in Drew Hill Park. Okay. Now, some people may say that's not a big deal. I didn't see the real big deal about it because it's not like a lot of people always perform in Drew Hill Park. You have plenty of people that don't perform in Drew Hill Park. There are performances that happen in Drew Hill Park. I don't want you to think that performances don't happen there, because they do. But at the same time, okay, so they didn't perform there. All right. But it was a selling point for the group. And I've had a chance to see the group perform many times. Before the group blew up, back in the day, I've been at plenty of parties where the group wanted to take the stage, grab the mic, as we like to say, singing on the mic. Now this is the first, incarnation of Drew Hill. So that was Cisco, Jazz, Nokio, and Woody. This was the first group, the first lineup. And so they were hungry, they were doing their thing. So definitely, I was rooting for them, and I still am. I'm still rooting for them. But as I said, I've had a chance to see them perform live. I think that they give a good show. I think that they give a decent show. Now, over the years, the lineup has changed. Woody left, and Scola came in his place, formerly known as Rue Scola. Also here in Baltimore, a singer here in Baltimore. He's had some hits and all that kind of stuff. So, I was happy that he joined the group, Scola. For whatever reason, it did not work out. Scola did not stay in the group too long. For whatever reason it was. And I don't know what reason it was, honestly. I don't know. I wish I knew, but I don't know. I don't know why he left the group. But anyway, Scola leaves the group. And, it was in the group's kind of in limbo. But Teo has since joined the group. And I don't know Teo. Teo is not somebody that I knew. But I will say this, he has done his thing. I have seen them perform since Teo has been in the group, and I thought he did his thing. So I last saw Drew Hill perform last year, 2017. Saw them perform, and Pinocchio was wild as usual. Cisco was polished. Teo, as I said, professional. He's all in as far as the singing group thing goes. The homie Teo is all in, as is Cisco, all in. Now Jazz, who I think actually has an amazing singing voice, he clearly, physically, he just wasn't there. Vocally, homie still has it. Physically, not there. He's gained some weight, as we all have. But I felt like, this. We might be on the verge of a problem here. I felt that Jazz was too big. What can I say about that? But I felt that he got too big, and it was noticeable. He was winded. He was not out there for all of the show. Came out bits and pieces, and as I have seen in airports, he's in a wheelchair, not in the best physical condition that he could be in. The homie Jazz. Now, surprisingly, a couple weeks ago, not even a couple weeks, it was 2 weeks ago we saw this. 2 weeks ago on the Drew Hill official page, Drew Hill's social media page, they post this picture. This picture right here. And as you can see, Jazz is not in the lineup. It's a little bit different. So some R&B fans will remember who these new members are. So we have two new guys in the group, and that is Joanne Smoke Peacock and Benjamin Black Bush. Okay, not to be confused with the Dave Chappelle Black Bush. But anyway, so the group is still called Drew Hill, but departing from the group is Jazz, as you can see. So now the group is comprised of Smoke, Black, Pinocchio, Cisco, and Teo. And they said that Jazz is going to focus on his solo career. Here's one thing that I do like about this release, and this is a release, and there's clearly beef going on here. Jazz is doing it. Jazz had a buzz 20 years ago. So now you're finally working on a solo album. Who knows what Jazz? Maybe he is going to work on a solo album. Woody, Jazz, and Scola need to get together, form their own group. For whatever reason, it didn't work out. Here's the thing. Will fans, longtime fans of this R&B group Drew Hill, will they accept these new members? So these guys are not new jacks. They were from a group called Playa, which started in the 90s. Remember Devontae Swing from Jodeci? He helped put this group together, or helped promote this group. The late producer Static Major was also part of this group. Working with Timberland, they released the standout cut Cheers to You, and the song actually spent 17 weeks on the charts back in 98. So here is the quote that they have about Jazz. I do like how they're not taking any shots. This is what he said. While Jazz is working on solo endeavors, it only makes sense to come together with our brothers. Not many people know this, but we met back in 1998 when we all played the Ladies Night Out tour and Playa was a trio. Finally, coming together. We've been family ever since we stepped on the stage with Dru Hill for the first time this year. It was an instant classic, instant magic. We knew right away that this is where we all belonged. When it comes to this newfound union, brand new Dru Hill member Smoke explained how they plan to blend their unique flavor of R&B and soul. They're going to blend these two groups, what they're saying. So Smoke said that we are bringing our churchy, soulful vocals, which is the foundation of Playa's legacy, and adding them to the legacy of Dru Hill. And they told this to Vibe magazine. I feel like we bring a whole concept of harmonies and melodies to the table. And not only that, we're writers, producers, and arrangers. The vocals that Aaliyah came with in the 90s, the overall feel of Drake's Take Care album, we were a big part of making that happen. And we're only going to keep innovating with Dru Hill on this next project. For me, The Second Coming, which is the name of the upcoming album, it's called The Second Coming, is definitely the resurrection of real R&B. Fans should get ready because as of this fall, R&B is no longer dead. Big words. I like the swag. I like the arrogance. I like the energy that they're saying. Their first performance, as I said, was over the weekend, yesterday, at the AFRAM here in Baltimore. And, it's interesting. 20 years later, we're talking about 20 years later, and Dru Hill is having its fourth lineup change. Fourth. Second Coming is the name of the album. It will be released on Dru Hill Entertainment coming this fall. Very interesting. So earlier, or late last year rather, they released an EP called Christmas in Baltimore, which was very good, by the way. So will fans accept this? Fans really hold groups close together, and especially when we have a group that worked like this group worked, and they've had to go through 3 changes already. This is the most significant change that Dru Hill has done. But I'm gonna say this: I'm rooting for the guys. I think that the addition of Smoke and Black will bring something different, soulfully, sound-wise. It's going to give you something different. It's going to give you some new energy, which I think that the group needs. I think that this gives them a lot of press that they wouldn't get. Some people turned off. I saw on Instagram, some people just wasn't feeling it. But last night, it was very interesting for the group to perform, and mixed reviews. It started raining during their performance, so I do want to say that did start to rain, and they kept going. People had umbrellas. I mean, it was going to rain. So as I said, I'm going to hold judgment. I think that the guys are going to be fine. You have a veteran group of singers coming together with another veteran duo, and Dru Hill. As long as they recognize that Cisco is the front man, that's important. Cisco is the front man. As long as they hold true to that, Cisco being the front man, I think this is going to be fine. They like to do an energy show. Jazz can't give them that energy right now. Let's keep it real. Jazz cannot give them the energy that you're used to getting. He can't even, to tell me, he can't do that like that, right? So you need these guys. These are young guys, more athletically built. and they can get up there and do those songs. So salute to them, shout out to them. It's about reinvention, and you never know, one day they can all come back together, and maybe you can bring some of these guys. They're almost like New Edition. I don't see them fighting on stage like New Edition, but it's very similar. The lineups keep changing, so I am very excited about it. But I want to know your thoughts in the comment section, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, at The Dynamic K Show, at Radio on Fire. How do you feel about this new Dru Hill version? Like, how do you feel about it? Are you going to support it? Are you not going to support it? Has their time passed? I don't think good singing, good hip hop, it never dies. So Dru Hill doing their thing independently, and I'd like to know how you think. I like it. So I like it, and I hope that the guys do good.